watch this video, guys. Pay attention and listen carefully. We go talk later. Just watch.
There's a difference between God and Almighty Lord of the universe. And that's where we're going again. We see, before we get into the capsule, we had a lot of meeting, the purpose. So at the end of the day, about 3 or 4 of us, end up talking about the spiritualism. Because when I started it, and people tend to join me, there's a gentleman who's a Buddha, he's a white man, but he's a Buddha, a retired military man. So we all discussed this and end up with solstice as the name, solstice 33. Now, the question I raised is, if our planetary can be going around the sun in 365 1/4 day and staying at the same spot, that means somebody is giving an order, and that means the planetary is respecting an order. Who is the controller of that order? Who gave the order? So it's Almighty Lord of the universe. A spirit being is there, out there, giving that order. And then that spirit being is completely, you will see it, if you are spiritual enough, you'll be able to see that it's different from God. It's different from the religious practices that you have in this planetary.
So what's your definition when you say there's a difference between God and the Almighty, the controller of the universe? What is the difference? Because we thought that is the God that created the heavens and the earth and all the rain, and you were describing the vacuum, the sheer darkness that God saw that covered the earth when He said, "Let there be light." And when you were describing it, I'm taking you spiritual, isn't it? So differentiate for us when you said the God and the Almighty controller of the universe. What is the difference?
Big difference. Just say, "Let there be light." I used to talk like you said, or I used to talk like you, but I laugh now when people say all those things. You see, the controller of the universe is different from God. You see, let me first go to the background. You see, there's a living being is about a soul and a body. The soul is your first route to life. Nobody has seen the soul. It's like a spirit. Nobody has seen it, and nobody has seen whoever give us the soul. Nobody has seen it. So it's the driving energy, and that soul builds the body. If the soul leaves your body when you're a baby, the body will stop growing. If it leaves your body when you're a young person, the body will stop growing. At any time it leaves your body stops growing. So the soul builds the body. Okay? And then if you look at the properties of your body and that of planet 3, they are the same property. So I put up the question to them at the Blue Origin. Then where is the soul when it leaves the body? So now, where are we going? Nobody has seen the soul. Nobody has seen the Almighty Lord. Nobody has seen whoever controls the universe. Nobody has seen it. Well, all these religious books, they always tell you God created human being in His own image. That means some people have seen it. So that God in the Bible, as described in the Bible, is different from the controller of the universe. So in the same way, that God is anything. If you worship anything that is described, it's not the maker and owner of your soul. It's not the controller of the universe. But nobody has seen the controller of the universe. Nobody has seen it, and nobody will see it. Okay? So if anything you worship is described, then it's not the controller of the universe. In the same Bible, it's clearly, we all know God from the Bible, right? God said is Yahweh. You see, in the past, there are so many religious theories. All the way, I went to do a research in Nepal. Look at the origin. There are so many religious theories. They all worship idols. Okay, now, they also recognize the power of the Almighty, some kind of thing. So they have repackaged all their idols. They repackage the idols as the controller of the universe when it is not. You see, the same theory, you have the Lord Krishna from the Hindu. You also have the same rule that Lord Krishna and the Trinity principle of Shiva and all that. Then they just drive down to Indo-Iranian, Indo-Europeans, then Mesopotamian, then out to Canaan, what? It's a long history for this interview. But the Almighty Lord of the universe that controls the universe, give the rules and all that, is different from all the religious books, what the religious books are telling you. So my advice for people now, they should start worshiping the maker and owner of their soul, the real Almighty universe, or Almighty Lord of the universe. You have to worship that, because everybody, when you get to the space, what you feel again is that you feel like you are worshiping. You get floating, then you start to beat. Everything there worship. You feel like you are worshiping, then you start to beat. What is just floating like a bird. It's like you're in a mode that is worshiping something. So that's different. It's completely different from what the religious books have presented. And what the religious books have presented, they all present different theories. Like one of the books we read, that's the God described in some books, said you should go and kill someone, kill this one, this one should be killed, this one is special. No, that's not the controller of the universe. The controller of the universe cannot discriminate and ask that should be go and kill something that he has created. No.
Are you a Christian or a Muslim?
I used to be both, but I'm not anymore. I used to be, yes, I went to Catholic school, and I was trained as a Muslim. When I get home, I'm a Lagosian, we don't care about whether you're a Muslim in Lagos or Christian, we combine everything. But all those things, they are just foreign spirits that were designed to conquer our people. Unfortunately, it's one of our major problem, African problem. Because when I went to Kenya, the same thing. They are all foreign spirit. Let me give you an example. Recently, we celebrated Ram Festival, the Ilaya Festival. We were doing a research, and that research, I went all the way to Nepal. They told me about how sacrifice, in those days, 11,000 years ago, so they would sacrifice their first child. They supposed to sacrifice the first child so that the other children will live. And that was borrowed by other culture. That's an Hindu thing. It was borrowed by other culture, including the Abrahamic religion. Abraham, was to worship what they call Moloch within the Israeli. They call it Moloch. Moloch is M-O-L-O-C-K. So Moloch was a god in the Canaanite or Canaan area where you worship that God. When you worship that God, you sacrifice your first child to that God. And the purpose of doing that sacrifice is to enable other children that will come to live. It's a common thing. That was what Abraham was trying to do. He was trying to offer the first child to Moloch, and he claimed that the ram appeared to him. Now, all of us who are Muslim, we were worshiping, doing a ram festival in honor of Moloch, technically in honor of Moloch. The whole thing looks, because right now with the internet age, all those things that are hidden, they are coming to the table, to the desk of everybody. The internet has enabled everybody to see the truth. And then with the DNA.
What religion do you practice now? Which God do you serve?
Very good. It's not about any religion. You see, when people worship, let me tell you one thing. When people worship, when they worship, what they are doing is to submit their soul to whatever they worship. Do you agree to that? Because when people worship, what they are doing is to submit their soul. Now, the issue is who gave you the soul. Whoever gave you the soul is the right person to worship, because the soul, the person who gave you the soul, is a spirit being.
Who gave you your soul, Mr. Salis?
You say what?
Who gave you your soul?
That is the mystery of life. It's a spirit being. That's still the mystery of life. It's a spirit being. When you are conceived, your mom conceived you, it came as a spirit into your body. It's pure. It's a very pure thing. It's delivered to you directly, not through anybody, but delivered to your mom directly. It's a spirit being. Believe me. And that is the mystery of life. Because if you go to space, you'll be able to see it. There's still something mysterious. If our planet, do you know our planet here, planet 3, is suspended. It's suspended and it's revolving around the sun in about 100 and something thousand kilometers an hour. And we are stable. So I begin to find out why we really living. It makes no sense for you not to worship the maker and owner of all souls, who is the controller of the universe.
So after in all your discoveries, who do you then worship?
The maker and owner of all souls.
What name have you given to? What name did you give?
You see, it has no name. Use the phrase, because a lot of idol worshippers in the past, they have given the names of their idol to represent the maker and owner of all souls. Like Lord Krishna is called the same thing. Zeus is called God of the sky. If you know Zeus very well, the issue of the Zeus.
Greek, yeah.
Then you have the Yahweh, who is translated as God. Anybody that worships God, when you actually say God, what you are referring to is Yahweh. Yahweh was the national God of the Israelis. I'm telling you right now, Yahweh is what you are actually referring to. And Yahweh was the national God of the Israelis. So if you have to understand, all these old idols that are translated or repackaged to be your savior, to be the maker and owner of your soul, that's the problem.
So you're saying that Islam, Judaism, Buddhism, Christianity, all of those, and they're not the right way to reach the owner and the maker of our soul.
Very good. What I'm saying is their procedure is different. They have idols. Their background, all of them have idols, background idols. And what they have done is to repackage the idol to mean the maker and owner of all souls, whoever it is not. The maker and owner of all souls right there is the Almighty Lord of the universe, the controller of the universe. Is different. It's never seen. Nobody has seen it, and nobody will see it. But all of them are claiming that one prophet saw this person. He saw this, he got this from this person. These are stories. They look childish. You understand me? When you understand the concept of spiritualism very well, you know how our planet is suspended on its own. Then you now look at it from the view of what is really going on. It's very mysterious.